Hi everybody, my name's Andy Meir and this is My VR Journey, a video series that takes you inside some of the best immersive experiences available on the Oculus Quest. And today we look at the platform called Spheres, originally released in 2018 for the Oculus Rift. This is now available as a cableless experience on the Quest, and it takes you into the universe, exploring things like black holes and everything you've ever wondered about the universe but were afraid to ask. Let's take a look and see what it feels like. Okay, we're entering Spheres. Wow. Huge amount of support on this production. So we have here 3 chapters. Let's see, I guess we start from the beginning. Let's take a look. Chapter 1, Chorus of the Cosmos.
We've always called to worlds beyond our own.
Wow, this is incredible. It's like light drawing with a torch, but so much more.
We are stargazers, peering into the universe in search of the unknown. From above, we see auroras dancing to the rhythm of Earth's magnetic field. This is electromagnetic energy. Waves that can travel through space. The universe is full of invisible waves. Few can be seen with our eyes. The rest must be found with our machines. Now, bring your hands together to feel the energy of these waves. This is the electromagnetic spectrum. Radio, infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma.
Wow.
Because humans cannot travel to the stars, we rely on waves to bring the cosmos down to Earth. But our eyes can only show us so much. We are beings of many senses. Not only can we see these waves, we can hear them too. Then Mother Earth sings. The hidden vibrations of the universe become intonations. This is the magnetosphere, an invisible field that surrounds our Earth. Reach out and capture this energy to hear Earth's call. When particles of solar wind strike the magnetosphere, it creates waves. In the darkness by our side, we find the wanderers.
Okay, so that was chapter 1. Let's have a look at chapter 2. Okay, so this is Songs of Space-Time. Let's have a look and see what this feels like. So we've got a sense of the energy and the composition of the planets, the way in which they move around. We could even step inside the planets and see what they feel like.
What do you see out there in the dark?
For thousands of years, we've looked to the stars to find our place in the universe. Yet the essential forces of life remain invisible to our eyes. Gravity is a warp in space-time. Its force pulls clouds of dust together. Out of the ashes, a new star is born. Reach out and feel the energy of the star. Look inside the star. The atoms in our bodies were forged in the heart of stars. We too are made of stardust. Some stars burn for billions of years. This one won't. The more massive the star, the faster it burns. This star will only live a few million years. When a massive star dies, it explodes in a violent supernova. This supernova rattles the fabric of space, opening a void we call a black hole. A black hole's gravity is so strong it bends the universe around it. This is called gravitational lensing. Nothing can escape. Not even light. Time itself is warped as it's pulled towards the black hole's center. You are a star, sucked into the black hole's gravitational pull. 1 minute in a black hole's gravity, and 1,000 years passes on Earth. At its center, we peer towards nothingness. Unlike other corners of space, black holes possess an event horizon, a boundary that cuts it off from the rest of the universe. Nobody has ever seen what awaits inside. You can't see into a black hole, but you can see out. Once you cross the event horizon, the whole universe is suddenly visible above you. Pass this threshold, and there is no escape. Gravity increases as you fall towards the heart of a black hole. Its force stretches a star into strands of light. Below you is the singularity, a one-dimensional point where gravity becomes infinite. This is the center of a black hole. At the singularity, a star is lost forever as it vanishes into nothingness. The laws of space and time no longer apply. Reach up and make your way towards the surface. You are a black hole, a tear in the fabric of the universe. Reach towards the glowing star. Nothing can escape your grasp, not even another black hole. When two black holes collide, they bang on the surface of time like a drum.
Wow, so that was chapter 2 of Spheres, a remarkable experience again. Beautifully constructed, insightful, giving us a really good accessible insight into the workings of the universe, what happens when black holes collide, what it is to experience gravitational waves, and how we even think about the architecture of the universe in some kind of visual way. It's a compelling experience, certainly one that's enjoyable, that's beautiful, and that really gives you a sense of the enormity of our universe. Let's have a look at chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3, Pale Blue Dot. I wonder what this one's about. So the final chapter of Spheres is looking at planet Earth. And I read somewhere that this was equivalent, the virtual reality equivalent to Google Earth. We're going to see just how detailed we get into seeing the enormity of our planet and what promises, I'm sure, to be another mind-blowingly beautiful experience of just everything that we see around us. I remember seeing Google Earth a few years ago, really a fantastic application that gave us a perspective on the world that we hadn't achieved before, and I wonder if this will take it into a next level. Feature-length movie.
The beginning is silent. The universe begins as a single point. Everything springs from nothing. This is the Big Bang. And yet, silence remains. These undulations in the cosmic microwave background are the earliest whispers of the universe. They leave their imprint on the afterglow of the Big Bang. Darkness follows. Touch the clouds of gas to ignite ancient layers of the universe. This is the beginning of the cosmic dark ages. Acoustic waves expand as the universe grows for 150 million years. Finally, through the dark comes starlight. The very first stars are born. Reach out to hear their songs. Oscillations of plasma within the bodies of stars create sound. Sings its own song. After 200 million years, clusters of stars are drawn together to form colonies. These are the first galaxies.
billions of galaxies are born, each teeming with the sound of new worlds. Planets form from clouds of gas and dust. Each has its own distinct voice, created by audible disturbances in space. Point toward the planet to hear its sound. Particles whistle as they are broken apart by cosmic radiation. These rings are composed of comets and shattered moons. The collision of dust particles creates sound waves. This is the oldest planet in its system. Its voice was the first to call into the cosmos. On its surface, a tumultuous storm has raged for over 300 years. This gas giant has an intense magnetic field that generates more radio noise than any of its neighbors.
Wow, so I just finished the final chapter of Spheres, a 3-part series exploring the cosmos, and the final chapter is looking at planet Earth, and it finishes with a profound glimpse into the future of our planet, partly thinking about what happens if we don't take care of it. So there's a real message there in terms of what we need to do to make sure we preserve life on Earth, but it also gets into the bigger picture of what happens beyond us as well, beyond everything that we can do to make sure that life is sustained on Earth for as long as possible, well into a future where Earth goes through its own life cycle, which won't include us at some point along that journey. And you get a sense of both the fragility of life within it, but also just how much Earth will persist beyond all known species to us, and maybe even encounter its own renewal of life at some point in the future where new forms of life emerge. And it's a moving tribute to the sort of human condition and the fragility of everything around us, but also gives us a bigger sense of how much there is beyond us. It's really worth taking a look at. Certainly amongst the many educational experiences that look at the universe, I'd rate this pretty high up there, both in terms of the beauty, the interaction, but also the aesthetics and the story that's being told. We learn a lot, but also feel a lot in the process. Take a look, like and follow. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.